Hello there.
Hi.
This is awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know what to say other than hello.
Well, you've already done that.
Well, you should know my name, I hope. I imagine you've probably learnt everything there is to know about me.
Jacob.
Yes, my name is Jacob Saldato. And I am your father.
Apparently.
A bit more than apparently.
Is that so?
With the NHS proved it, otherwise we wouldn't be here having a conversation. Nor would you be very much aware that you have had many organisations looking for you for 2 decades.
Trust me, I'm aware.
I can imagine this hasn't been a great time for you, but it hasn't been a great time for me either. You can mutter under your breath. Will you shut up, you fat fucking whore? Good God! Ungodly behemoth.
Play nice.
Play nice. How is that the calmest and nicest thing you've said to me so far?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's right, because you're a public servant.
I don't know. Maybe the whole, throwing a rock through my window, sending a case file to the kid I'm looking after, stalking both him and me. I don't know you.
Don't,
Don't what?
don't, don't start flinging things around like that.
You're not exactly in my good books.
Well, I didn't throw the rock through your window. Your sister did.
And that makes it better.
No, but she's mentally handicapped, so don't think too badly of her. She just got a bit angry and upset as to why her big sister didn't love her. Why her big sister didn't want to meet her. Why her big sister was gone for so long. But it's okay, you sit there with your attitude and your high horse, acting like the world's only got problems because of you, and you're the only person in the universe that could have problems. But no, I'll give you a hint. 2 decades ago, I lost my wife and my kid. Right? I'd like to remind you that you were, in fact, kidnapped. And with the last name you've got, I know exactly who fucking took you. Surprised he didn't kill you like he did the first one. You don't know. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
What
So
is.
they had a little girl around the same age as you before you were taken from me. But I don't know if you ever noticed, he can get a bit angry. Well, he killed her.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I don't
It,
care if you don't believe me. I'm sure he's the perfect man in your eyes, right? Gave you everything. Gave you the world. Made sure that you, little old Lexi, were taken care of.
Why would he?
Why would he what?
Why would he do that?
Which bit? Kill or kidnap?
Either.
Well, he was a powerful crime boss for a while. He was a very busy man. He killed her by accident. Then neither of them could live with not having their perfect daughter. So they double tapped your mother in our upstairs bedroom. It was actually your bedroom. So, and then they took you from school. Then they made you their daughter. You slipped perfectly into her life.
How did they know me?
You'd have to be stupid not to have worked that out.
Answer the question.
I was doing business with him at the time.
And what'd you do now?
Well, see, that's not really a good question. Currently, I do nothing. What did I do before? Well, managed and maintained a bit of an empire. Not necessarily always the greatest empire, not necessarily always the worst empire. We've specialized in arms manufacturing.
Okay.
For the last few years, I've chased you around the globe.
I ordered that pizza like 3 hours ago, man.
First thought we found you in England, but no, you
Cyprus,
then disappeared from England for a while. But then
last man. What
we
the
had
hell?
sources telling us that you were in Iraq, and then Afghanistan, and then you were
Man,
back in
I
England.
gave up on you guys, man. I went to
Then you
Cluckenberry
disappeared
instead. I got me
again.
some wings. I thought you was dead.
Then seriously, I don't give a shit about your wings, sir, you prick. But then you bounced around a bit, and then there was an accident. Ben Tigger dies at the wheel. Only surviving soul in the vehicle. Mother and father killed. Obviously, the accident happened before you started bouncing around. One guesses life got a bit hectic, so you joined the infantry. I imagine, as you did as a child, you always loved working with dogs. So I imagine you ended up in the dog section.
You imagine?
I know, but it sounds a bit weird if I say I know.
You seem to know everything else, so.
Father does like to keep. Did you hear the geese? Your, you know, parents do always like to keep an oversight of their children.
Parent.
Yeah, well, I didn't kill your mother, funnily enough. I was with your sister, camping. Gone for a nice hike in the trails and bippity boppity. Got back. My wife was dead and my kid was missing.
What's your solution to finding your kid, or to what you thought was your kid, was to stalk them?
I would never define it as stalking. I mean, the sergeant didn't, so you probably shouldn't. That Sergeant McTavish of yours is a nice fellow. He was really rather helpful.
Sure he was.
Then time and time again, you end up appearing as side notes in reports, and then we find out you got blown up.
Is that so?
Yeah, I mean, your sister was able to confirm it. She paid a distant visit to you whilst you were in hospital, but it was also quite clear that you were definitely there when that kid you seem to have a fondness for rushed out of the house suddenly to come and see you.
Stop following him.
I don't control that. She's grown quite a fondness for him.
Tell her to stay away from him.
I won't do that. That's for her and him to work out, or her and you. I'm not going to interfere in that.
Considering you lost one kid, you think you'd be more careful with the other.
Don't you fucking dare. Get off that little pedestal you've put yourself on, you privileged fuck. 20 years I have spent looking for you, millions and millions of dollars, and you are ungrateful because of the way in which we've done it.
You expect me to be
We
fine
wanted
with it?
No. Just once, I'd like you to think about maybe what happened. Just once, I'd like you to think about every single thing that doesn't just involve you. Everybody's allowed a bit of self-preservation, but there's self-preservation and then there's just damn right selfish. Time and time again we tried to find you. Time and time again we were let down. But we also weren't going to ruin your life if it wasn't true. Sure, we spent some time staking out and looking after you and looking out at you because we didn't want to just say, hey, look, it's our kid, let's go get her, let's go talk to her, because that would have fucked your life up even worse.
There were people outside my house for 2 weeks. Not you, not Geo. There was press outside my house for 2 weeks straight. I could not do anything without being watched. I don't blame you for wanting to find your kid, but the way you did it was unacceptable. I get that you have been looking for me.
Don't get. You don't get it. You don't understand it. You don't know how it feels. I've been able to do nothing for 20 years. Because nobody could ever tell me if you were dead or alive. Nobody could ever tell me where you were. So you don't know, you think you know. I have raised one kid alone. A kid that struggles with everything. From simple comprehension to much, much more. And we spent our entire time looking for you. So you don't get to think you know. Because you don't.
Then maybe I don't.
I agree. We didn't go about things the right way. But there is no right way to do this. You're right, people were outside of your house for 2 weeks. But that's not even my fault. I gave a case file to an LSPD detective and asked for his help.
You gave it to the kid.
We posted it to the kid because we knew he'd pass it to you, but we knew you wouldn't read it. And I imagine you didn't, right?
You don't post something like that to a kid.
He's far, far smarter than you give him credit for.
I didn't call him stupid. But he didn't need to see that.
Are you even sure he did see it?
I know what he did see.
There was never going to be a right way to do this. You can't put that on me. That was all on you. The LSPD detective gave you a choice that night. And you hesitated and you waited. And I don't blame you for that, but don't blame me because you needed time.
Didn't realise that's what I was blaming you for. You got the kid involved when he didn't need to be.
Maybe if you stopped ignoring us, we wouldn't have had to. He got caught in the crossfire. It happens. There are two sides to the blame here.
Got anything else you want to say?
I'm sorry it took me so long to find you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the way that it has been mishandled. But you are very clearly my kid. I mean, the more you look at me, the more it must become clearer.
What do you want now?
I want an opportunity. I want an opportunity to get to know my child.
Do it
I'd like
on
you to meet your sister,
my terms,
of course.
and you leave the kid out of it completely. If I see Gia, I will tell her the same thing.
She has a fondness for the boy.
And I don't trust her.
You really should.
No, I
But in
really
time,
don't think I should.
you'll get to trust her.
Well, until I do, she can stay away from him.
Really care. It's something you have to take up with her. She's her own person. Control her.
It's not what I've heard.
And what have you heard?
Bits and pieces.
Don't judge me. Don't try to know me. I'm sure we'll get to that point one day where you can despise me for whatever you so see fit. 20 years me and that girl have had together. 20 years of heartbreak, pain, and fighting to survive. But it's okay. Because little preppy Lexi never had to worry about it. So you sit there and judge. And you can sit there and think what you want to think, but you don't know us. Like we don't know you. So maybe we stop judging people before we get to know them. I can take him.
want to go, huh?